How much passive income did I receive this month for doing absolutely nothing? I've been dividend investing for over 15 years, and in this video I'll reveal all my passive income for the month of October, including any premium bond prizes, and if you stay to the end I'll discuss what I've been buying and selling. But before I start, there is something I want to address. If you are watching this video on any platform other than YouTube, then just be aware that it's not actually me posting, but instead it's a bot, or several of them, pretending to be me, taking my videos and uploading them to other platforms. YouTube is the only social media platform I use, and I try to respond to as many of your comments as I can. It's something I really enjoy doing. So for those of you who see my videos on other social media platforms, then why not come over to YouTube and join the community? Now that's out of the way, let's get started. I began my dividend journey way back in 2009 and invested spare money each month. In the October of that year, I received nothing at all, but I kept on investing. In the following year, 2 mining companies paid out £19 and the ball was starting to roll. In October 2011, they paid out £33, and in the following year, I received £63 from Xstrata and GSK. It was really motivating seeing these totals rise. I wonder if it would be possible one day in the far distant future for my monthly passive income to actually exceed my wages from my full-time day job. Now let's return to October of 2024 to see where we are today. This is not investment advice, and I'm just a random guy on YouTube. At the start of the month, I received some cash from Imperial brands. The shares have had a great run this year, up 26%. The dividend yield is a bit of a whopper at 6.6%. Dividend growth has been fairly stable over the last few years. Imperial brands is in a declining industry, however, and it will have to transition into new products if it is to prosper. This month, Imperial brands paid out a total of £105. On the 8th of October, I received a present from Croda. The shares have had a terrible year, down almost a quarter. Croda was a massive producer of chemicals and equipment during the pandemic, and since then demand has suffered a downturn. Someday there is bound to be a turnaround, and I'm holding for now. Croda pays a moderate dividend of 2.9% spread over 2 payments. Despite the falling share price, Croda has still managed to grow its dividend consistently. This month, Croda paid out a total of £85. If you like these videos, then please give that like button a quick tap. Thanks. On the 10th, it was the turn of GSK to reward its shareholders. The shares are more or less unchanged this year. GSK is another one of those companies which pay out 4 times a year, and the annual dividend is a respectable 4%. Dividends have remained stable over the last couple of years. This month, GSK paid out a total of £165. On the 17th, I received a payment from Aviva. The shares have had a decent year, up over 12%, and the yield is monstrous at 7%. The financial sector can be rather cyclical, however, and dividend payments per share have fluctuated over the years. This month, Aviva also paid me a total of £165. Don't forget you can start your own investing journey like I have by signing up with the really cost-effective platform Trading 212. And they will give you a free share worth up to £100 to start you off. Just click on the link in the video description. Also paying out on the 17th was IG Group. This company is a UK online trading provider and is a member of the FTSE 250 index. The shares are up over 25% this year and the yield is very tasty at nearly 5%. Dividend growth looks stable. I'm happy to hold for now. This month, IG Group paid out a total of £185. The third company to pay out on the 17th was Diageo. The drinks maker has endured a rocky few years, not helped by weakening performance in Latin America. The share price is down 6% this year. Dividend yield is a refreshing 3% spread over 2 payments. Despite the fall in share price, the underlying strength of the business with its premium brands is encouraging. And when it comes to dividends, Diageo has grown annual shareholder payouts consistently for over 3 decades. This month, Diageo paid out a total of £435. And now onto the monthly premium bond draw. I use these as my emergency fund, kept out of the market on purpose, so hopefully I never have to sell my shares and can let them compound over time. Instead of receiving interest, there are prizes to win instead. The headline rate is 4.4%, but from the 20th of November this will fall to 4.15%. Yes, the premium bond prize rate is coming down. There is one draw a month and your actual capital is safe, and you have easy access to your money. There is a chance to win $1 million each month, and all winnings are tax-free. First, the big winners for October. The first £1 million winner was based in Derbyshire and held the maximum of £50,000 in bonds. The second jackpot winner was from Gloucestershire with a holding of £21,700 in bonds. No £1 million for me this time, but I did at least manage to win a single prize of £100. The bar on the left shows what I would have expected to win in premium bonds so far this year with average luck and the full amount of £50,000 invested. The bar on the right shows what I've actually won. We are well behind at the moment and only 2 months to go. Now for the overall passive income summary. The green bars on this graph show my passive income for the first 10 months of the year, and the blue bars are for this year. The total passive income for this month was £1,240. This graph shows how my average monthly dividends have grown since my journey began. This does not include premium bond wins and is only share dividends. At the time of this video, I'm now receiving an average of £1,395 in dividends per month. And in the UK we have a tax-efficient shelter called a Stocks and Shares ISA. This means that all my dividends are currently tax-free. If you want to keep up to date with my journey, then why not subscribe to the channel? I'll shortly reveal everything I've been buying and selling this month, but first a quick look at the FTSE 100 ex-dividend dates for the month ahead. Just 3 FTSE 100 companies go ex-div in November. If you own the shares before this date, then you will be entitled to the dividend, which will be paid to you on the payment date. Now for the payment dates in November, and I'll be receiving dividends from British American Tobacco, the house builder Persimmon and the retailer Tesco. This screen shows the highest yields, with Phoenix leading the way on 10%. But be careful, with higher yields there can be more risk of a dividend cut, something which recently happened to both Vodafone and Rio Tinto. Often when a dividend cut is announced, the share price can fall as investors become concerned. The average yield of the FTSE 100 is 3.5%, and the yield of my own portfolio is actually lower at 3.3%. My yield on cost, however, which is the yield on the money I've actually invested as opposed to its current value, is 6.2%. So what have I been buying this month? Well, I've added more to my S&P 500 ETF, which gives me exposure to the 500 largest companies in the US all in one share. At the time of this video, the price is up almost 20% this year. This ETF is now the second largest holding in my portfolio. There is also a small dividend of 1.1% spread over 4 payments. Now imagine receiving enough dividends each month to pay all your bills without needing to touch your wages. Well, that's exactly what I'm now able to do, and you can see how in this video here. If you want a full breakdown of my entire portfolio, then click this video here. See you next time, and happy investing.